Hello, friends. I just want to give you a little update. What's going on with my daughter? As you probably, if you are following me or you haven't followed me, I'll give you a quick little brief update. This is my beautiful little 14-year-old daughter. She was residing with my mother and my brother while I was living in Montana. I thought she was in perfect hands. Being around people, especially your own blood. Until April of this year, I get a call, most tragic call I ever received in my life, that this beautiful little girl was found hanging in a garage or shed. She was on life support for 3 days. She was 13 when this incident happened. She just recently turned 14. I still can't stomach it. Hard to talk about. But come to find out, my brother, her flesh and blood uncle, which I had no idea that he was that type of individual, or my child never would have been around him, was sexually molesting her. She goes and reports it to her grandmother, which is my mother. According to my daughter, and I believe her, when she told her grandmother what was happening to her, like any child would tell adult, my own mother and brother held her down and put a rope around her neck and hung her. Then acted like they were the saviors and called 911 because they apparently thought she was dead. And apparently she did die in life flight. She then remained on life support for 3 days. By the grace of God and prayers, which I'm so thankful I didn't lose her. Once she came around and was able to talk, she reported it to investigators. It's still an ongoing investigation. I came back to Oklahoma, only to find out my ex-wife, which is her mother, which that's fine, people move on. I had no problem with her remarrying. But my daughter couldn't go to her house because her mother had married a known convicted sex offender, which I wouldn't allow my daughter around that type of individual anyway. So she's placed in a shelter. I appeared before the judge last week or a week and a half ago, somewhere there. The state of Oklahoma and DHS is on my side, and they're willing to give my child back to me if I can come up with a house. I'm not a lazy individual. I'm already working one job, and I start a second job on the 5th. I will decide then which one's the better job once I get my daughter back. But the predicament I'm in, I have 60 days to come up with a house. I can't post a GoFundMe site on TikTok because people report me and cause me to get blocked, banned, whatever you want to call it. I know there's a lot of scammers on here, and I'm not one of them. As I said in previous videos, I have reached out to communities here, churches. I even had one church tell me, well, if you were a female, we could help you. I don't know what that means. And he couldn't explain what that meant. It is what it is. It's in the past. So I will enclose my Cash App. If you can donate, I would appreciate it to help me get my child back. I don't know what else to do. I need enough to come down with a deposit on the house. And the first month's rent, I'm sure I'll be able to come up with that. But I need help with a deposit. If you can't donate, I would ask you to repost this video as many times as you can. I would appreciate it. Like I said, I have 60 days to get her back. I spoke to her last night. She's doing great. She wants to come home, and I want her home. I have reached my ends on reaching out to organizations to help me, and I received no help. I have taken everybody's advice. I have called churches, Red Cross, everything, and nothing. So you're my last hope. You can judge me, call me names for being a terrible father, for leaving her in the care of my mother and my own brother. I had no idea they were these type of individuals. If it wouldn't be for me losing my daughter permanently, I wouldn't wait for the law authorities to handle it. I battle it every day, thinking what I could do to this individual will hurt my child. But it would only put me behind bars, and she'd be without a father. So I'm staying strong for her. I'm doing everything legal. I'm fighting for her. My ex-wife already gave up her parental rights because she chose to remain married to a sex offender after the authorities showed her documentation that she married him. So she's given up her parental rights to this beautiful daughter of ours in order to stay with this sex offender she's married. I don't understand. I have no words, like I have said in previous videos. But this isn't about me or my ex-wife. It's about my daughter. If you can help, I'd greatly appreciate it. I'll show you receipts where your money's going. Any amount is a start. And if I have to, and later on down the road, I'll repay you. I just need enough to get a deposit on the house. I don't drink. I don't do drugs. Nothing against anybody that does. I'm stating that fact so you wouldn't think your money is going towards that. Your money would go right here for this little girl. I appreciate your help. Like I said, any amount will help. My Cash App will be on here since I can't post the GoFundMe. She's doing a little better. She does have some brain damage due to being without oxygen because of what these animals did to her. Thank you. Keep her in your prayers, and I appreciate it. And if you can't donate, or even a small amount, please, please, please repost this and get it out as many times as we can. Maybe somebody can donate. Thank you, and God bless you. You all have a good night.